Here are 30 things I would do if I wanted to make this next year my strongest and healthiest one yet. Let's be real for a moment. How many times have you said, this is the year I'm going to prioritize my health, only to let business, stress, and life take over? I'm going to assume it's probably more than once. Rather than spending the next year out of shape, in pain, and devoid of energy, why not make a commitment to yourself to make those things a thing of the past once and for all? If you apply yourself fully to even a fraction of these 30 things I'm going to share with you, your life will be exponentially better in a year's time. No fluff. No fads, no bullshit, just things that actually work and produce results. Right, these are going to come at you thick and fast, so get ready for number one. The first one is arguably the most vital, and that is hitting 3 full body strength sessions every week. Muscle is your insurance policy for not only aging well, but it also protects your joints, improves your metabolism, meaning you can eat more. Who doesn't want that? And it helps you live pain-free. Full body sessions give you more bang for your buck and let you maximize your workout time. Oh, and not to mention, strong people just handle life that much better. Number 2, set a non-negotiable amount of sleep per night. I would like you to aim for a minimum 6.5 hours per night, ideally 7, no exceptions. If you're walking around chronically sleep deprived, you're running on borrowed time. Your energy tanks, productivity drops, your body suffers. So just do yourself a favor and get your butt to bed. Number 3, I would work on my self-limiting beliefs. The way you think about health is shaping your results. If you believe you're too busy or not a fitness person, you're going to act according to that story that you're telling yourself. You need to flip the script, and that starts with the story you tell yourself each and every day. High performance starts in your head. Number 4, I would address past failures and I'd learn from them. Ask yourself what worked before, what didn't work, and be brutally honest with yourself. Anything else is just a waste of your time. The only way forward is to stop repeating the same shit, the same mistakes that happened previously. So get crystal clear on them so you can avoid them. Number 5, I'm very biased with this one, and that is to hire a coach with a proven track record. Yes, I am a coach, but the reason I'm telling you this one is because I've seen the impact that a great coach can have on someone's life. I've seen it personally with numerous clients. A great coach can change a person's life. The free PDFs and ChatGPT, they ain't going to cut it, okay? If you're serious about results, you need expert guidance from someone who's done it before several times over. Number 6, I would schedule everything, and I mean everything related to health and fitness. Workouts, walks, rest days, stretching, cooking, breath work, mobility sessions, food prep, anything related to my health and fitness, I would schedule it in. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't happen. Simple as that. Get it scheduled and stick to it, because it is much harder to skip a workout when it's staring at you on your screen. Number 7, I would tell my inner circle about my goals. Your family, friends, and colleagues should know about your health and fitness goals. Simple reason is the more accountability that you have, the greater your chances are of success. When people know what you're working towards, you are going to be just much less likely to slack off. So get people in your corner so they can fight for you, and if needed, kick you up the arse. Number 8, I'd educate myself so I can make more informed decisions and also buy into health and fitness more. Now, this one gets lost on a lot of people, but the reality is the more you know about health and fitness, the better. When you understand what you're doing, you buy into it more. Knowledge makes consistency just that much easier. And let's be clear, I'm not telling you to go buy those books that I have behind me, that bottom row there. I'm not telling you to do that, mainly because they're about 50, 60, 70 quid a pop. But it is in your best interest to adopt a growth mindset around your health and fitness. Number 9, I would get very comfortable with setbacks. Now, health progress is not linear. Actually, if anything, it's the complete opposite. There will be days where you're off, you miss workouts, and challenges as long as my arms are very long. It's simply part of the process, and the sooner you come to terms with that, the quicker you can start making some serious progress. Failure and setbacks are just data that you can then use to make better decisions so you don't repeat those same mistakes again. Number 10, this is closely linked to the previous point, and I would accept that progress takes time. Health and fitness, it isn't an overnight thing. You don't get overnight fixes. So the sooner you embrace the long game, the better your results are going to be. Patience needs to become your good old best friend. Number 11, I would schedule in periods of rest after intense bursts of work. Now, this one gets lost on a lot of people, especially those busy ass entrepreneurs, but you are only as strong as your ability to recover. I want you to remember that. You are only as strong as your ability to recover. You can't go hard 24/7 without one thing happening, and that's burnout. Intense work needs strategic recover. If you've been busting ass for 6, 7, 8, 10 weeks nonstop, barely a day off, you need a minimum of a few days of downtime to let your body, not just your body, your mind recover. Please factor in rest and recovery. Number 12, without fail, I would eat 1 to 2 grams of protein per kg of my ideal body weight every single day. Hitting your protein target each day needs to be a priority if you want to get in shape. Simple as that. Protein builds muscle. Protein-rich foods not only keep you fuller, but they also need more calories to digest. While now this is small, it's not a very big number, this all adds up to make fat loss that little bit easier. Number 13, I would always have a bottle of water with me, preferably not plastic. Let's think of hydration as just some low-hanging fruit for better energy, focus, and just general well-being. You feel better when you're hydrated. Oh, and hydration can also help you keep the cravings at bay. Again, making fat loss, maintaining and keeping in shape that much easier. Number 14, I'd find forms of cardio that I somewhat enjoy doing, so I actually stick to it. Like, let's be real, if you hate what you're doing, you won't stick to it. If you hate your job, you ain't going to do a very good job at it. The same goes for exercise, fitness. If you hate the form of cardio you're doing, you ain't going to stick at it, okay? Now, I'm not expecting you to love it, but to make it sustainable long-term, do have to find the enjoyment in it. So play about with different forms of cardiovascular training. Find one that you somewhat enjoy and then stick to it. If you don't like running, don't do it. Number 15, I would avoid burpees at all costs. This doesn't need much explaining. They are insufferable little shits. Life is too short to suffer unnecessarily, and these are about as insufferable as you can imagine. Yeah, this doesn't need much more explaining. Do yourself a favor and just dodge the unnecessary injury, the exhaustion, and just the sheer dread that comes with doing burpees and someone telling you got to do burpees. So yeah, do yourself a favor, steer well clear of them. All right, halfway, number 16, I'd set myself a new, higher personal standards, and I would hold myself accountable to them each and every day. What got you here isn't going to get you where you want to be next. If you're currently out of shape and not where you want to be, what you're doing now isn't going to get you to where you want to be, which will be in shape. You need to create a new baseline for yourself and stick to it. I'd even go as far as holding yourself accountable to some sort of punishment. And I don't mean whipping yourself in the ass with some paddle unless that's what you want to do, but set yourself some sort of punishment. Maybe it's burpees. Actually, don't do that. Maybe it's donating to a charity that you don't agree with. All right. So just something that just keeps you on your toes. Number 17, I would perform zone 2 cardio once per week for at least 30 to 60 minutes. This method of training is low intensity and works to improve your heart health, endurance, and recovery. Zone 2 is anywhere between 60 and 70% of your max heart rate, or to keep it a bit simpler, if you don't have a heart rate monitor, just add an effort where you can maintain a conversation. The more you do, the better it's going to be. Number 18, I'd stretch at least every other day. Mobility isn't reserved for just yogis. It's for anyone who wants to feel better, live longer, and perform better. There's 0 point in strength if you're not fit to scratch your arse. And I've been there. I've been that relatively strong person, but they were as immobile as a bloody desk or a big brick. Now, this is very important. Stretching and mobility does not keep injuries at bay, but a better range of motion enables you to perform exercises with better technique, which lessens the risk of injury occurring due to crap form. So the more mobility you have, the better your chances are performing exercises correctly. Number 19, I would track important health metrics such as heart rate variability, resting heart rate, blood pressure, testosterone, cholesterol levels. And that's because what gets measured gets managed. If you don't know what's going on underneath the hood, how can you make adjustments when they're needed? Oh, and I would 100% add sleep to this as well. You need to track your sleep. Number 20, I'd track non-scale measurements of progress, such as energy levels, dress size, belt notches, sex drive, mood, motivation, and progress pictures. The scale doesn't tell you the full story. So it is very important that you don't attach yourself 100% to what it's telling you. And this is the reason why you need several different metrics to track along your journey. Number 21, we're getting there into the last 10, is making walking part of your identity. 10,000 steps a day, like that's got to be my baseline. I'd like to be known as the person that just walks everywhere. They walk a lot. And the reason for that is neat. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis is going to be the main driver of fat loss. Okay, so it's going to be the main driver behind attaining and then maintaining the lean physique. Now, nutrition, calorie deficit, all that sort of stuff obviously has a huge part to play as well. But in my experience, the higher my steps, the less my body fat. Number 22, I'd work tirelessly on eliminating aches and pains. Tight hips, weak knees, back pain, shoulder pain. I've had it all. And what I would do is I'd fix it now. None of this BS waiting around, because what happens when you wait around with something small, that small issue inevitably becomes a major issue in the future, and it wrecks your life. You can't experience life fully with a subpar body. It's just as simple as that. Number 23, I would improve my ability to breathe through my nose. And that's because nasal breathing takes your recovery and your performance to new heights, to new levels. Mouth breathing does the exact opposite. It plummets your performance. To help my nasal breathing, I would use mouth tape and a nose strip when sleeping. And if you want to take things up a notch, you could do what I've done, and I would wear a nose strip when I'm doing my cardio. So go back to your zone 2 cardio, pop on your nose strip, and you're just going to be able to get more oxygen through your nose into your body. You're going to perform better. Number 24, if I was in charge of a team and I was leading the team, I would proactively encourage them to get involved with health and fitness as well. And the reason behind this is simple. A healthy team can be a high performing team, but an unhealthy team can't be a high performing team. And it also creates a better environment for you to be successful. So if you have a healthy and supportive workforce and team around you, the chances of you living a healthier life and reaching your goals are going to improve drastically. Number 25, I would do what I can to manage my stress like an absolute ninja, like a professional stress manager. If you're constantly stressed, your body, it's going to be in a bit of like survival mode, and your progress is going to hit a stumbling block. So you need outlets like breath work, meditation, walking, a fun hobby, maybe journaling. You need something to help you deal with those high stress situations, especially if you are in a high pressurized job that just takes a lot of mental load. So yeah, find things to manage your stress, because the goal is not to eliminate your stress. The goal is to manage your stress. Fifth, last one, please stick with me because we're almost there. Number 26, I would eat mostly whole foods, and I'd aim for a minimum of 80% of my calories to come from unprocessed foods. So no gimmicks, just real, honest foods most of the time. Calories matter, but so does food quality, especially when it comes to overall health, well-being, energy levels, and just how you feel. Okay, so you need quality food to feel your best. Number 27, I would make a concentrated effort to make smarter food choices when I'm eating out, when I'm in restaurants. Now that could look like asking for sauce on the side, grilled meats instead of fried, asking for a tomato-based sauce instead of like one of those delicious cream and buttery based sauces. And that's because simple swaps like these, they add up, especially if you're eating out numerous times per week. The vast majority of restaurants are totally cool with these requests, but in the off chance that they're not, all you gotta do is just hold back on the tip and maybe leave them a not so nice review, if that's your thing, of course. Number 28, I would never use travel as an excuse to slack off from my habits. Flights, hotels, work trips, you name it. You can still stay on track, 100% stay on track, regardless of where in the world you find yourself. It comes down to this. It comes down to your mentality, your mindset, and whether or not you give a shit. If your health matters to you, your healthy habits don't stay locked in your apartment or your office. They travel with you at all times. Second last one. Number 29, and that is limiting my alcohol consumption to 2, maybe 3 times per month. Alcohol is fun. We know that. I've had a shit ton of fun with alcohol, and I still will because I ain't giving it up yet. But if you're serious about making progress, about making serious progress, in matter of fact, it cannot be a consistent fixture in your life. It simply can't. It wrecks your performance. It wreaks havoc on your sleep, which has a huge impact then on your ability to recover, and then your productivity the next day. It simply makes fat loss, building muscle, getting stronger, all those things healthier, a much harder task than it already is. Final one, number 30, and that is to enjoy the process of getting healthier. If you hate the process, you're not going to stick with it. It's foolish to think you're going to enjoy 100% of it because you just won't, okay? I've been training for 20 years. I've been a coach for almost 10. And there are certain things of my health and fitness journey that I don't enjoy very much. Like my green drink I drink every morning. I do not enjoy doing that, but I do it because it's good for me. You do need to find the fun in it where you can. And to be completely honest, nothing brings about more joy, more fun, more happiness than getting results. You're going to find that sustainability becomes a little bit easier. Oh my God. That was a bit intense. Don't know about you, but that took it out of me. Look, if you've been waiting and waiting to finally take control of your health, I'm telling you right now that this is the year to do it. No more BS waiting around. Please don't wait for the perfect opportunity to show up, because that's just the purest form of self-sabotage around. Perfect, because that shit doesn't exist. Instead, I want you to take this video, me talking to you right now, as your sign to start pressing forward and never look back. I did it, and it's the best decision I've ever taken. Your family, your business, and most importantly of all, your future self is going to be extremely grateful that you took this decision right now. It is time to get your ass in gear and do something about it. Oh, and just before we go, please don't try and do all 30 of these at once. All you're going to do is overwhelm the living life out of yourself. Tackle a few at a time, and I promise you, if you do, your life is going to be exponentially better in 12 months' time. You're going to be unrecognizable. Heck, even in 3 months' time, you'll be unrecognizable. But if you really stick to this, and I mean stick to this, you make a commitment to yourself that you are going to put the work in and get your ass in gear, your life will be drastically different in 12 months' time. Okay, you've been an absolute legend for sticking through all 30 of these. I really hope you found some value in this video. If you have, please drop a like, subscribe, and while you're at it, let me know in the comments which one of these 30 habits are you going to tackle first. And then when you're done, why don't you check out this video here? Because if you liked this video, then I promise you, you're going to love this one. All right, you've been an absolute legend. I'm going to catch you in the next one.